Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? I hope you are all doing well. I'm up early. I had to. When I saw that the release information stuff will be late night for me, I went to bed early yesterday and figured, hey, I will just get up early in the morning, watch myself the announcement trailer, right? I still need to watch the Q&A for the next PoE League. That is still up for grabs. However, I went through some of the patch notes and I immediately realized every plan I had regarding the next week, I guess, for video production has to stop because I definitely will have to play. I wasn't sure if I wanted to before we had the leak information and stuff, right? But now I kind of think I really cannot miss out on this, because when I heard that I wanted to bring self-cast back up a little bit, I was like, oh god, finally, right? Because I love self-casting, right? It is probably my favorite thing to do. I like active playstyles, I like being involved. Last league, it was pretty much all about getting that totem build up and running and getting it to level 100, which we have him right here, man with shirt, level 100, right? My first 100. So yeah, the first thing that caught my eye was the gem socket changes, right? I felt like that was such a cool thing. Now then they talked about how we have some Abyss revamp, the Legion revamp, very cool. Mercs coming back as temporary allies if you're not playing the Scion, the new one, right? Which also looks very cool. However, I guess you know where this is going, right? We have the passive skill change as the skill tree changes as well, and I'm really wondering, right? Yeah, there it is. Added a new arcane conservation cluster, which grants 10% cast speed, 20% increased mana cost efficiency, and 3% increased int. That's cool, right? That's really, really cool. And remember, we are also near the Templar, so the next notable is 8% increased reservation efficiency of spells and 20% increased cost efficiency, which also will help with mana sustain, right? Because the spells will be more mana costly to cast, right? So, nice, right? And yeah, the reduced cost of skills have been converted to cost efficiency at appropriate levels or values. Makes sense, right? Now then, where this gets really interesting, right? I first figured, hey, Freezing Pulse will probably be similar to Arc, right? You have a cast time adjustment and a mana cost adjustment. That's not what you are getting, and this is where I get really excited to play Freezing Pulse again, right? Because let's go through those changes. They are leaks regarding Freezing Pulse self-cast, right? And we've lost a lot, don't get me wrong, right? I don't want to get into it, actually, what we lost. It doesn't matter, because what we get now is very, very interesting. First thing we get, now fires 1 to 5 projectiles at gem levels 1 to 20. Previously 1 at all levels, right? Now at level 20 we will have 5 projectiles. I want to know, does this stack with volley early game? Less LMP, GMP, like lesser multiple projectiles, greater multiple or great whatever it's called, the other multiple purge, and first and foremost also pinpoint. Will this affect pinpoint? Right? Because it should. I hope. I need to double check if I can find anything about pinpoint afterwards, but like, if we get 5 additional projectiles, this should mean that we also can increase our intensity stacks, right? Beforehand, if we would just add in another intensity stack, we would actually just not cast, right? You would see the animation, but there would be no projectile coming out. And this needs testing, obviously. I'm not quite sure. So I will try to figure that out, right? And the next change is base crit of 7.5 instead of 6%. That's a 1.5 increased base crit chance. That should be huge to reach crit cap a little bit more easy, right? And 1.5 base crit is usually what we had on our chest piece, right? Or that was the goal of like 1.3% added base crit. So that frees us up again, right? Which is great. Absolutely love that. That makes the decision to go Ghost Drive early on a great choice, right? It was a great choice when I did it last time, don't get me wrong, but that makes it even better now. Because that will mean similar amount of investment that we had into crit with the base crit on our chest piece, right? The other thing we get back a little bit of effectiveness of added damage, at least at gem level 20. That is a 40% increase. I think that's good. However, what is even better is the next one, the next line here. Our base damage got upped by a decent bit, right? But that, I can't put it any other way. That's like 200 base damage on the minimum and like 300 on max. That's cool. That is almost 10%, isn't it? So I think you can see where this is going, right? I have a week now, or roughly a week, to figure out how I want to go about this. I tried so many times with various degrees of success to league start with self-cast freezing pulse, right? And the last time I did it, I had great success with it, right? It was amazing. We managed to do pretty much everything up until Maven, which exceeded my expectations, right? So this could be the push that we need to actually also deal with Maven on a self-cast freezing pulse build. Now obviously I also have to decide, am I going to stay on an Elementalist? I need to take a look at Templar, right? I need to figure those things out rather quickly. Well, I have a week basically, right? So that is quite interesting, right? The Frostbomb changes, they don't interest me too much, and we had support gems. Let's double check here. I can't see Pinpoint in here though, so Pinpoint should be unchanged. Yeah, I'm excited, I'm looking forward to this. As I said, that ruins my whole plans because this needs and deserves a lot of attention right now. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and as always, take care. Bye.